The universe will never give you peace in something that you were never meant to settle in. See, the universe doesn't speak in words, it speaks in feelings. That constant frustration, that anxiety that you feel, that gut feeling that something isn't right, that's your message. You're out of alignment. Your spirit is starving. Peace doesn't come from safety. It comes from alignment with your purpose. And you'll never feel calm in a place where you don't belong. When something is meant for you, it's easy, it flows. And when it's not meant for you, you'll know. The question is, are you listening?
Good rising, friends. Welcome to another episode of Lady Boss Energy, where we uplift, motivate, and inspire each other to get our shit together. I am recording this. It's like 8:30 Eastern Standard Time AM because I noticed like in the afternoon times, I'm whooped. I am exhausted and I usually wait until after class to do my recordings. But I think I'm going to start doing them in the risings because I feel more alive. Anyways, I got these affirmation cards in yesterday, and I want to start reading an affirmation card every video. So we are going to let the universe give us what they want us to hear for today. Oh, there it goes. Hold on. So our affirmation for today is, I choose to let negative feelings go and let joy in. Spend 15 minutes doing something you love. Well, I am spending like 25 minutes or maybe even more longer doing something I love. So I'm feeling around my channel what to do like creative wise. And I want to uplift, motivate, and inspire everybody. And I know that I can't do it for everybody. But you know what? I'm gonna try. I don't even remember what videos are on here, so we're gonna find out together. I want to say that some of these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Do what you will with them. I'm not responsible for anything you believe or anything you don't believe. That's on you, not me. Ain't nothing to but to do it, but let's get straight into it.
We attract everything we judge until we no longer judge everything we attracted.
Beautiful.
And it's literally that simple.
I know.
And it's so hard for us to see that because we don't want to see the mote in our own eyes. Right? And this is actually a core aspect of Christ consciousness. You cannot ascend to the next level of human evolution without passing through the doorway of judgment. Because by the way, judgment is the source of our suffering. But the source of enlightenment is our suffering.
Yeah.
Because we have to learn at a certain extent that what we thought was suffering was not really suffering at all. What we thought was the difficulty and challenge of life was like the lead that is then going to be transmuted into the gold of our soul evolution, which that's the moment we start realizing, wait, I was in control of it all along, and I chose all of this and all the dots connected for a reason that was actually simplistic and telling me the story of how do I achieve true, authentic self-love. Mm-hmm. This was the path of the true hero's journey. The hero in every hero's journey has to learn something about his insides or her insides. It's always about finding the answers within. It's not about what gets accomplished in the outer world.
What come out your mouth is what's gonna come back to you. It's the law of attraction. All men are dogs. You finna meet all of them. I never get nobody. You're not. I can't lose this weight. You sure ain't. I'm gonna get fit this year. Strong possibility. I'll never be rich. Promise you won't. I'm gonna be rich one day. Strong possibility. It's how it works, man. It is the law of attraction. The moment you say it, you begin to change. It's the process. If you think big, you'll be big. If you think small, you'll be small.
Yep.
A plane could be going through the worst turbulence that any human has experienced. And if you're on the ground, it's going to look like a smooth flight to you. It's going to look like every flight that you ever saw from where you standing, but not to the passengers on the plane. And that's how it is in our lives, looking into other people's life. We think we know the turbulence that's going on in their life. We don't know what they're going through. We're looking from afar. Everything looks smooth. We're not experiencing their life, what's going on inside. It could be a bumpy ride. It could be moving from side to side, but as you're looking, seeing it coming in or taking off, it looks smooth. You don't see the bumps. You don't see the shakes. You don't see the turbulence. So be careful when you judge someone else's life, especially in a good way, especially thinking that they're not going through anything based on what you think they have, based on what you think they're experiencing, based on the accolades or the money that they have. You don't know what's going on inside. So leave the judgment to God. Love.
Leave the judging to God.
Here's a truth I had to learn. That you don't win the battle in your head by trying to control every thought. You win it by changing the source of your thoughts. For the longest time, I thought that peace meant silence, that if I could just stop thinking about certain things or stop worrying so much, that I would finally be okay. But you can't silence your mind by force. You have to feed it something different. It's what I've learned. Your mind is always meditating on something. Your mistakes, your fears, your what ifs, your regrets. But peace doesn't come from control. It comes from focus. The Bible says in Philippians 4:8, whatever is true, think on these things. Whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, think about these things. And that's not just a verse. That's a strategy, because whatever you focus on the longest becomes the strongest in your life. So when anxiety starts talking, answer it. When fear shows up, don't entertain it, replace it. When your mind says you're not enough, remind yourself that I'm not supposed to be, because God is. I've learned that peace isn't passive. It's a discipline. It's training. It's training your thoughts to stay in truth even when your feelings want to run wild. So stop trying to fight every thought. You'll exhaust yourself. Instead, start feeding your faith, because the battle in your mind doesn't end when you think less. It ends when you start thinking right. That's when you realize you're not crazy. You're just learning how to change the source.
So for myself, I am learning to be mindful of the thoughts that I think. I realize that we've been programmed and conditioned our whole lives to focus on all the things that are going wrong in our lives, to focus on all the negative shit that happens. And that's normal. That's normal. That's what has been normalized. Being negative, being pissed off, being angry. But it's not normal. Nothing's normal. But it's not right. Learning to unlearn all those bad habits and all those negative ways and all our negative thoughts, it takes time. It takes practice. We're not going to unlearn, let's say for me, I'm not going to unlearn 30 years of bad habits and messed up thinking overnight, or even in a month, or even in a year. And I know that sounds like a long time, but as you start to be mindful of what you're allowing yourself to think, your life starts to change, because you're no longer in that negative mindset. You're no longer in that angry, hateful space in your head anymore. And you start to feel better about yourself. You start to want better for yourself. And I'm just saying, it's possible. We can all do this. We just have to uplift each other and build each other and motivate each other to, think differently. I have pretty much been alone my whole life. Even in relationships, I was still alone. I would get frustrated a lot because I couldn't comprehend why I felt so alone all the time, even with somebody around me. And it was because I didn't have the right people around me. I'm learning that my solitude is where I'm learning to love myself. When you learn to love yourself, those negative thoughts, those bad habits start to disappear because you're loving yourself. You're finally figuring out that you're worthy. But you have to be worthy for you. And you have to do it for you. You can't do it for anybody else. What happens when you do it for your kids and something happens to them? Or they grow up and move away, far, far away. Or you're doing it for your significant other and something happens to them. Or they decide they don't want to be with you anymore. And now all that work that you did wasn't even for yourself. So it all goes out the window because you wasn't doing it for yourself. Everything has to start with you. You have to do it all for yourself.
I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. The more you say, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself, the more you repeat that over and over again, the more your self-esteem goes up. The more your self-esteem goes up, the more your overall self-concept goes up. When your overall self-concept goes up, you perform better at everything else that you attempt. That every single time you say, I like myself, 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 it's like pumping yourself up psychologically. Everything that happens that causes your self-esteem to go up causes you to perform better. Everything that happens that causes your self-esteem to go down causes you to perform worse, make more mistakes, be unhappier, and so on. Every single school of psychology today is coming to agreement on the fact that how much you genuinely like and accept yourself as a valuable and worthwhile human being has an effect on everything that happens to you.
I like myself. I like myself. Say it.
Insult these sunglasses.
I dislike the color.
Hate your color. What else?
The fingerprints.
Those fingerprints, you ugly. Did the sunglasses change? No. Now compliment them.
I like how big the glasses are.
Yeah, we love how big you are. What else? Two more.
I do like the gold touch.
I like that golden stuff, yeah.
And I like the shape of the glasses.
Yeah, you're big and your shape. Did they change? Are they better now? No. This is you. Doesn't matter what people say. Oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. Still me. Same with compliments. And that's the key. You want to let go of what people think. When it comes to you, you want to be free. You want to be able to assert boundaries, tell people how you really think. You have to let go of the power that you give disapproval and approval. Both have to reach a point where it just doesn't affect you.
Yeah, that's some good advice.
Thank you for being here.
I am not there, but thank you for the sentiment.
Well, please tell me what my spirit guides are trying to tell me so I can connect with my family.
Which family? Physical or non-physical?
Both.
Are you acting on your passion every moment that you can with no insistence on the outcome and remaining in a positive state no matter what happens?
No, because I have been interfered with.
Interfered with by whom?
I can't tell you.
Sure you can. The answer is yourself. You can only interfere with yourself. No one else can interfere with you. Remember what I just said about telepathy? You have to agree to match someone's frequency in order to experience what they're suggesting you experience. So someone who may have an intention of interference is simply getting you to believe you can be interfered with. So you're creating the interference in your reality. You're doing it.
How do I block them?
You don't block them, you change your frequency. You don't need to block them. They can't affect you. You have to understand the physics of this. You are affecting yourself because you're agreeing with them that they can affect you. So stop agreeing with them that they can affect you. And then you will not feel affected. It's that simple. You just continue to believe that they can interfere with you. Why? How do you benefit from believing that?
There is no benefit, but it's more complicated than that.
Nope, it's not. Now, you don't have to believe us, but we're telling you how it works. So that's up to you. And the idea that it seems more complicated than that is simply one of those fear-based beliefs.
A gem right there.
You making life way too hard. You making life way harder than it actually is, bro. Chill the fuck out. All you gotta do is just learn something about yourself every day. That's it. Just learn a little bit more about yourself every day. And love yourself every day.
Every day.
And love everybody else every day. And keep learning about yourself as you do that. That's it. That's it. It's not that hard. Look. What did you learn about yourself today? Okay? And then take that with you to tomorrow. And then tomorrow ask yourself, well, what did I learn about myself today? Oh, I love this about me. Oh, I love this about life. Okay? And then you just keep learning yourself. This whole life thing, you just keep going. Just keep figuring out learning yourself and enjoy learning yourself, and it becomes fun. You too busy focused on shit that's outside of you when you could have just been learning more about yourself and learning stuff inside of you. And that's when your outside world gonna change.
Ooh. Learn something about yourself today.
You ever seen like a fly to the light? But you do know the moths are in the room when the lights are off, right? So why you don't see them till you pick a light up?
Guess what I realized, bro? Demons are around us right now. But they don't present themselves until light comes on. When they see your light, they want to attract you.
But the problem with them, you see when the moth, you get that, this be the light right here. It'll get there, and then it get away. And in the human form, guess what's happening? I walk in truth. So you know what it's going to do? It exposes people's insecurities. I don't have the answers to everything, but I will expose your insecurities. You know what? Because that's what the truth do. Well, I'm a walking light. And when I mess up, guess what I go? Take it to the chief. You know how many people will read your text and not respond? People owe you now. They won't respond to you because they're insecure. I can be an adult and just say, Malik, I'm sorry. Right now, I just found out. But I'm sorry. It took 4 seconds, bro, to be an adult. This shit ain't even hard. We make things harder than what it's supposed to be. You walk away with a character and friendship. Most people don't have no character. That's what I realized. If you want to be negative and you want to be the devil, that's your life. I'm just authentically being me because everyone else is taken. I don't care what you feel about me. Or every day and be. Because that's my purpose. Do I see the negative people? Of course. But do we attract together? Of course.
Well, maybe.
Have y'all ever, been to a store or something, like ran in Walmart or somewhere quick, and then like whenever you actually start shopping in the store and everything, you start noticing that people start popping up from everywhere? It's because you are like the main character in this reality. Like just you even receiving this message through this video, it's like you talking to yourself still. It's still a part of your consciousness. So whenever you pull up somewhere, right, you will attract a lot of other people all around. That's why I say it's important to always have your frequency in your mind in a positive matter, because you attract what you put out. So the more you are vibrating in a positive matter, right, those are the types of encounters that you will have. So all those people that are pulling up, you will have a bunch of positive encounters, which will just always steadily increase your vibrations.
Nice.
Your job is to just stay in the right energy. Leave the rest up to higher power. The thing about this is when you are in emotional alignment, you make the correct decisions. And when you make the correct decisions, here's the thing. You collapse all the other timelines that you could have dwelled in or lingered in that's not for your highest good. And it's not for where you're headed. So with that being said, when you make the correct decisions, you stay in emotional alignment, even when you don't know what the hell is going on. So with that being said, your only job is to stay in the right energy. Make the correct decisions daily. Embody that version of yourself daily. Complete the daily checkpoints. Did you do this today? Did you do that today? Did you stay in emotional alignment and integrate the information needed in that day? That's all you need to do. Leave the rest up to higher power, even when everything is out of your control in that moment. All you need to do is just stay in the right energy. Leave the rest up to higher power. And for the ones that want to speak to me directly, you can book your one-on-one call. It's 2 hours for $75. The link is in my bio with all of my other services.
Stay in the right frequency. Stay in the right frequency.
A little wisdom from Max. So, Your conscious mind speaks words. Your subconscious mind speaks frequency. So you can have 100 years of meditation. You can just be a guru already and still not get what you want, and still be on the same level, and still be sitting in that same box of misery. Because here's the thing, think about it. Your emotions create a magnetic field, and your frequency attracts it. So always remember, when you really want something, feel it. That's how you broadcast and attract it.
If that little boy can get it, that little kid, he's like the same age as my son. My son just turned 8 yesterday. He looks like he's about that age, maybe 10. Okay? I have a 10-year-old also. If he can get it, bruh, we're teaching our kids the wrong shit. And his parents are doing an amazing job raising that little boy.
The system isn't built for your health, it's built for your dependence. Rockefeller didn't give you 3 meals to nourish you. He gave you 3 meals to chain you, to keep you tired, inflamed, obedient.
I hope that you just picked up that gem she put down. I hope you picked up what she put down. Content keeps acting up.
Remember, only the disciplined ones are free in life. I repeat again, only the disciplined ones are free in life. If you are in discipline, you are a slave to your moods. You are a slave to your passions. The best time to plant a tree was 25 years ago. That was the best time to plant a tree. The second and the best time is today. Plant the tree of self-discipline.
Plant the tree of discipline, friends.
Guys, you got to watch this.
I don't know if you know this, but in the Bible it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. But then day 41 came and the rain stopped. Moses committed murder and then hid in the desert for 40 years. Year 41 came and God called him to rescue Israel. Moses went up to the mountains for 40 days. On day 41, he received the 10 Commandments. The Israelites wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. Year 41, they walked into the Promised Land. Goliath taunted Israel for 40 days. Day 41 came, and David defeated him. Jonah preached a message of repentance to Nineveh for 40 days. On day 41, God stopped his plan to destroy them. Jesus fasted and was tempted for 40 days. Day 41, and the devil fled. After his resurrection, Jesus appeared to his disciples for 40 days. On day 41, he ascended into heaven. So what's the takeaway of all of this? The rain will stop. The giant will fall. And you will enter your promised land. So long as you don't give up on day 40. Your 41 is coming.
Some of you, God is so proud of you, is why you're going through hell. Some of you don't even realize what you're going through is God bragging on you, trying to show the devil, this is mine right here. Go ahead, take away their job. Get them the flat tire. Let somebody betray them. Watch how they still show up, bloody, bruised, and hurting, but still crawl into my presence, still giving me praise. I'm telling you right now, don't disappoint your father in the middle of what you're going through. I want to throw this mic. Man, don't disappoint your father in the middle of what you're going through. Man, he bragging on some of y'all from heaven right now. That's why you're going through what you're going through, because he know you can handle that. And I want to say to you, watch, come out on the other side.
We all know our creator is a female. Maybe not all of us. Divine Mom. There. Yes. Watch who you're giving your
Uncle yesterday sent me a video I'll remember for the rest of my life. And it was about a professor who asked a question to his students. He said, imagine this hypothetical scenario where you're walking through the campus and you have a cup of coffee and someone bumps you and you spill the coffee out of your cup. Answer the question for me. Why did you spill the coffee out of your cup? Because someone bumped you, right? That's the answer I gave when I was watching the video. And the professor said, no, the reason you spilled the coffee is because you had coffee in your cup. If you had water in your cup, you would have spilled water. If you had orange juice, you would have spilled orange juice. I'm like, no does. What's the lesson here? He's like, when life shakes you, whatever emotion comes out is the emotion you already had within.
That was a gem right there.
I'll give you a little test. Look around this room right now and notice everything you can see that's brown, okay? Everything you can find, it's a test. Look all around, both sides of you, anything you see that's brown. People at home, look at that in your own room. What you see is brown. Okay, close your eyes. Tell me everything you just saw that was red. Now, obviously, you saw a lot more brown, didn't you?
Yeah.
Why? Because you're looking for it. Open your eyes. Now look for red. Look for red anywhere you can find red. Any place you can find red.
Okay.
Okay? Did you find more red this time? How come?
Because I was looking for red.
That's right. Once you develop a belief, you find what supports it. So watch this. You will find stuff that's not even there in order to be successful. I bet you saw some bait, called it brown just to feel successful, did you?
Right over there.
I bet you saw some things burgundy and called them red just so you could feel successful.
Factored in some of those now and later.
You see what I'm saying? If you think you're screwed up, you're messed up, you're going to find and you're going to color yourself that way. Whether you think it's true, whether you think it's not, it's going to be true for you. In other words, whatever you believe is self-evident. You reinforce what you believe. You found what you were looking for.
That was good.
How much longer are you going to avoid what you are capable of doing in order to continue with what you are comfortable doing? And I just let that sit and let them reflect on that question, because it could be the very thing they need to realize it's them stopping them.
You're the only one that can stop you. Nobody else.
Egypt, why are you off the mat?
Because I need to take a break.
Why you need to take a break?
Because my legs hurt.
Can you still run?
Yes.
Why are you crying? There's a reason for the tears.
Because I'm slowing down.
There we go. Does it make you feel bad? You're not ready to quit. You got more energy. It's the emotions that's making you want to quit. So this is the place to get all of this out. Tears release stress hormones. The saying big boys don't cry is a lie. Every man I know who doesn't cry, cries in other ways. Can't keep a job. Always on the edge, ready to fight someone. I want you to get focused. Look at me. And you're going to fight and push through this lap. Do you understand? Good. Get back on the mat. Run! What do you do now when you're overwhelmed with your emotions and you want to quit?
I push through them and I don't let
Yes.
them control me.
We need more men like him raising our boys.
What do you think she is thinking of you? Try to guess.
That I'm dumb. I don't know.
Whoa. Are you thinking she's dumb?
Sure. No.
What were you thinking?
She has a pretty Brazilian look.
Interesting.
Hold on.
What do you think him with the cap is thinking of you?
I think he likes me.
I think you should be in June 3. I think you look a little bit like a Zendaya.
What do you think her with her hand on her chest is thinking of you?
That, I don't know, I'm awkward.
What were you thinking of her?
I like your earrings.
Interesting, huh? What do you think he's thinking of you?
He's judging me on my looks.
What were you thinking of her?
I'm actually triggered myself and in my own head.
He wasn't even thinking of you at all. So this example here, by the way, it just shows how there's the narrative going on and then there's reality. Stories, facts. You're being gaslit inside and it's always going to the negative, to the negative, to the negative. But it's not reality.
Nope, your reality is what you make it. People, stop.
It's gonna look like nothing at first until one day it looks like everything. So I know it may feel like you're not making any progress right now, but one day you'll be able to look back and be proud of yourself. I know it may feel like those small steps aren't taking you anywhere, but I promise you they add up. So I think it's time you start moving like everything will work out in your favor, because in reality, it will.
Yeah. That's how I feel about my channel. The views are super low, and that's okay. It's okay. But I feel like that, and I know that it's not like it's just a feeling. I continue to do these videos because it's my assignment to do. I know there's a lesson in me getting low views, and I believe it's part of my patience. Like being patient that my channel will go somewhere, that people will start watching and it will start reaching people. And I just have to be patient. I have to keep putting in the work, keep showing up for myself, showing up to YouTube. This is my full-time job. And I'm not making anything. I'm not making a dime. But you know what? It's my job. This is what I'm being called to do. And so I'm doing it. And it don't look like much right now. But I will continue. I will continue doing this. Put yourself in position, and the divine will reward you when it's time. Your world and your reality is what you make it. The more I educate myself about life and the more I go within, I'm starting to view life like Sims. When I'm in my downtime, it's, if you've ever played Sims, it's that video game where they have that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm playing Sims. I feel like I am a Sims character, and I can't explain it. It's just like my mind is beginning to realize, like, you know, because we can say all the things. We can say, like, oh, life is this, and, you know, this, but to actually feel it, and to actually believe it, and to actually start thinking it, it's a skill. It's a process. It takes time. It's not, you don't just, it doesn't just happen overnight. I'm beginning to view life like that. I'm beginning to realize, like, we did come here for the experience, because in the spirit world, they don't have any of these things. They don't have feelings. They don't have challenges. They don't have food. They don't have any of the things that we have. And, you know, I know, like, you know, I watch a lot of conspiracy theories, and, you know, the things that they're putting in our food and in our water and in our products. And I choose not to give energy into those theories, because in reality, I know those theories are not theories, they're truth. What I do is I do what I can do in my life to make myself as less accessible to those things as possible. I'm learning to eat better. I'm learning to, you know, which I still eat, like fettuccine alfredo and bread, and, you know, I still eat those things, but I'm learning to, when I'm eating, like, I savor it. I enjoy it, because they don't have that in the spirit world. Where we come from, where our spirits come from, they don't have those things. Life is a beautiful journey, and when you really start to know that and believe it, feel it, and think it, you start to view the world differently, you know? Well, thank you for tuning in to Lady Boss Energy, where we uplift, motivate, and inspire each other to get our shit together. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know somebody that needs to see this video, share it with them. I pray the divine radiates love and kindness and compassion and abundance and empathy and peace and joy and all the things upon your life today, tomorrow, and forever. So I see you on the next one, and love you.